It makes me wonder how can become more aware of these energies and less primal.
We talk about that a lot, and I think a lot of it is just to give ourselves a break and to back up and say, "Man, I'm just a people." I say this a lot. I speak for the common man because I'm just like you. I'm a research analyst. I've got abilities and skills that I've developed. I've worked hard over 50 years. But in essence, I'm just like you. We're all the same. And so what we have to do is start seeing that more, that even our enemies are not really the enemy in that sense. That we all have those same wants, needs, desires. It's just part of human nature. It's built into who we are. But we have to get off the soapbox some too. We have to find what scares us because that feeds our addictions. This is a life journey. This isn't a quick fix. I think a religious path, a spiritual path, an occult path, theosophy, what all these paths are available. Pick what you want, pick what works for you, and try not to condemn other people's paths because condemning other people's paths just shows that you're afraid they might get it before you.
There's a lot of hope and comfort in that realization that we're all just people and we just have to try.
It really is comforting. It's that golden thread we talk about because it runs through everybody. We really are just one human soul. Humanity is one human soul in the greatest sense of divinity. We are part of God in that way, and we are all one. That's what it's mean by saying we are all one. It doesn't mean your personality or your emotions or your physical or your mind. It means that in the world of spirit, we are one. And that's what we feel in these times of peace. We feel atonement at one minute with God.
That's a wonderful feeling that we need to amplify and remember it's always there.
It's always there because love never started and it'll never end. It's always been there. Do I understand that? No. But it gives me great hope when I go through feelings of just feeling irritated or icky or in a bad mood or projecting whatever I'm doing. I try to remember, Zola, you're part of a greater whole. There's so many of us, and I hope that those of you listening know that I'm in this with you. We are a population of people who are wanting to move forward in kindness. Maybe we're all very, very different in those other ways I mentioned. It doesn't matter. If my words can reach you and give you comfort, to just let go a little bit of being so hard on yourself. There's a difference though. We can be hard on our behaviors and go, I need to change that. But the self, we want to be our own beloved. I am my beloved. I will treat myself with the same kindness and respect that I will treat you. I will treat my body and my spirit and my time and my space with grace and dignity because I want that for you too. That's what we really want. And we will get there incrementally. We really, really will. We have to have hope. And that hope is love. It never dies, it never goes anywhere. It's always, always there. And if you're depressed, even suicidal, I promise you, you don't know that in 2 minutes, it's not all going to change.
That's so important to emphasize is there's so much beauty and hope in the world if you just keep holding on.
We do keep holding on, and we have to learn to hold on when things are tough. Just to keep going, try, keep going forward because you're going to be going forward anyway. And what stress is resisting. I'll stress myself out by resisting. Oh my God, I've got 5 loads of laundry. I'm Montana housewife. I got to cook this. I got to do that. Zoli, what are you doing? That's your life. You love your life. Well, my husband left his socks on the floor again, and I did this the other day. You're going to love this. So we had a marital spat, as we do. Married, you're going to disagree 70% of the time. You just are. So what? You learn to do it lovingly with understanding. So Tom and I were stressed, and we were both doing our thing, and he left, and I thought, oh my God, he threw his towel on the bathroom floor. He left his socks in front of the chair. Well, I'm just going to leave them there. He can pick those up. He can learn to do that himself. Now, we've been married 15 years. I've always done that for him out of love because he's a boy. That's what he does. But not yesterday. It wasn't okay yesterday because I was pissed. And I was just going to leave. So I walked by that chair and walked by the bathroom probably 5 times. I'm looking at it, and each time I'm like, yeah, right. Let him learn from that. He can do that. And about the 6th time, I said, what are you doing? Zoli, what are you doing? Don't you remember how stressed he was? He was taking the ranch truck down the Bitterroot to get that gas that didn't have the whatever in it that we can use for the quads. That took him time. He was stressed. What are you doing? So, against my emotional better judgment, I picked up the towel, put it on the rack, and put his socks in the laundry and thought, why do you do that? And I started laughing because I'm just a people. I'm not a guru. I'm not a teacher. I'm not a counselor. I'm just a people. And I put all this work out. We wrote 8 books last year. We got 2 more coming out. I do all this because I'm just a people. And I want you to know if you like any of what I'm saying, I am just like you. You don't have to do what I do, be me. You don't have to do that with anybody else. Start finding some joy and some humor in who you are and what you are and these crazy behaviors we do, like me with the towel and the socks. Really, Zoli? Really? But that's what I did.
That's such a hilarious and wholesome example of how we need to get out of our own way sometimes and how our own little emotions and frustrations will stop us from the connections and lead us into the dark, yucky feelings.
Well, it does because we can all be big fat martyrs all alone in our little martyrdom. It's just part of human nature. It's funny. It's really funny. Oh my God, look what I have to do today. Oh my God, I've this and that. And they don't do that for me. It's just part of human nature. But self pity, I think, is the lowest form of nurturing. We're trying to get there, we're trying to detach. And I like my routines, I like what I do. And I like my life, but every now and then that's just not enough. I want to feel that self pity and nurture myself like it's a big wad of chocolate or something. I get more out of the bullshit than I do the truth. But and I'm sure I'll do that until the day I die because it's just part of human nature. It's what we do. But we do a lot of good stuff. People want to learn, people want to grow, people want comfort, and you really do want peace of mind. And we got a couple crazy years coming up because of Ray 1. Ray 1 destroys the old, and it's on. The Kali Yuga. Oh my God. We're seeing the ending of a lot of things, and we don't know what to do about it yet. But to go and scream and yell and fight doesn't do it. You're only showing how scared you are. Go get a massage. Go get some exercise. Go run around the block, like my mother used to tell me. Go outside and run around the house.
That's advice we should all take.
Well, I should. I mean, my mom said that and I talk about Ruth a lot. She was amazing. She said she was a Midwestern girl. She was from Milwaukee. Now, if that's the Midwest, I guess it is, but it was cold up there. So when they adopted me, when I remember, I've got this picture of me, and I guess I was about 2, and it's in the dead of winter, and I'm outside in a playpen in the cold of winter, all dressed up like the Michelin man who's got all those tires all. I looked like I couldn't move, but I was smiling. She's like, good, healthy, fresh air is good for you. Well, I never got a cold from it, but that's what she did. So her answer to everything, also to get me the hell out of her way, go outside, go play outside, go do something. And we lived on 10 acres. We had plenty of room. And I'd be out in the woods talking to the fairies, whatever. But I was the little Michelin man when I was age 2. I've still got that picture. It's hysterical. Her friends are like, oh my God, you're going to kill that child. No, I'm okay.
I agree with your mom that go outside is the answer to most things.
You know, it really is because I spend most of my time these days inside. That's because I'm in Montana. There are a lot of reasons for that. But I do get outside. But there were times in my life when I was running the farm, I was out maybe 20 hours a day at sometimes. So we go through these different phases. But to get outside and get the fresh air and get a change of environment and to hear something different, of course, in Montana, where we are remote, you go outside, you hear nothing. Maybe where you are too, Linda. It's
Mm-hmm.
you can hear your heartbeat. But just to be out in the dignity and the grace of God's world, that's beauty.